Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School Girls Soccer. Today it's a mid-fall game from Piscini Stadium on the campus of Franklin High School in Franklin, Mass. As the Panthers, with a record of 10-2-1, take on the Tigers of Taunton. They're winless, 0 wins, 10 losses, and 3 ties. And a pleasant good afternoon, everyone. This is Pete Royce. We'll be up here covering this particular game as the game in the season dwindles down to a precious 5 regular season games left. And the Panthers have the number 5 power ranking in the state of Massachusetts. Those rankings just out today. They are number 5. However, another Hockomock team is ahead of them. King Philip Regional is ranked number 4. But the Panthers, with a great season going under Coach Tom Geisen, they are 10-2-1. The only loss is to Foxborough, and then at Canton. Everything on the home slate has been either a win or a tie. Franklin's opponent today is rebuilding under first-year coach Ken Meyer. He is looking for a win. He's winless, and we're underway here from Franklin. The Panthers in the home blue with white stripes and white numerals, and Taunton in the traveling white with orange and black numerals. Franklin takes it quickly into the scoring zone, coming down quickly, and the shot there and the save made by Taunton. Taunton with the save, and that's Haley Porter, the senior, and she blasts one out beyond midfield. The Panthers back to cover it. We'll give you the starting lineups as we get going here. The sun has been hiding all day, and just at game time, it comes out. Franklin also with the pink stockings for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Panthers kicked out of bounds. It'll be Franklin on the throw-in on the far side. We'll give you the starters in just a moment. Throw-in coming for Franklin. It goes back out of bounds. The starters for the Panthers: Anya Zub, an 11th grader; Allie Powderly, an 11th grader; Avery Greco, a senior; Bridget Leo, a senior; Haley Anarchy is in goal. She's a senior, kicked out of there by Taunton. Franklin keeps it into the scoring zone and is picked up there by Porter. Also starting for the Panthers: Katie Ewald, a senior; Kelly O'Connor, a winger, a sophomore; Lily DeForge, a junior; Nora Anderson, the center back. What a player she's been. She's a senior. Olivia Costa, a junior, and Celine Hamad, a junior. Play back out to midfield. So far, the Panthers dominating the field of play into the Taunton zone. And here they come on the far side. Whistle stops play. The officials for today's game are John Kelly and Ken Milne. And it's going to be Nora Anderson going back with a free kick, direct kick. Panthers set up the wall to the right. Here comes Anderson. She sends it right in towards goal. The header there, and it went over the goal. It was an open goal, and Hamad headed it, but it went over everything and out of play. The goalkeeper, Porter, was way out of position, and Hamad's header just soared high over the crossbar. And a goal kick coming in the 6-yard box for Haley Porter, the senior. And she kicks it, but not very far. Panthers with some pressure on. They're coming through. Nice pass there. What a save by Porter on the blast. That blast was taken by the Panthers. I believe it was Kelly O'Connor, and she unloaded. And now finally, Taunton has one in their offensive zone for their first trip beyond the midfield stripe. And Taunton keeps the ball in. Stolen here by the Panthers, picked off in there by Avery Greco. And Taunton with some life. Franklin comes out with it. Quick speed here, contact, no foul called. I believe this is O'Connor, the shot and the score. Pretty much a coast-to-coast move by Kelly O'Connor, and she opens up the scoring at 36-30. Did it all by herself. Kelly O'Connor at 36-30 makes it 1-0 Panthers. We mentioned the power rankings. Franklin, number 5. Talked to Coach Tom Geisen, the veteran coach for the Panthers. He wasn't too excited about that ranking. Not that he doesn't want a high rank. He just feels there's a lot of factors going into how a team plays and how a team is ranked. And he just wants to play it game by game and let the rankings take care of themselves. So Franklin on the scoreboard with their first goal of the game. And you saw the dominant play by Kelly O'Connor. She just took it down all by herself. And now Taunton coming through. Blasted from midfield, and Anarchy will come out of goal and make the stop. Anarchy, a senior. Haley will punt it with her left leg. Out to midfield it comes. Sent back in. And a little movement here, but Nora Anderson breaks it up for the Panthers. On the right side, this is Allie Powderly. She got the start today. Passing on it was a Taunton player. Now Kelly O'Connor's got the goal, comes back to cover it. A talented sophomore is O'Connor. Upfield it comes to Avery Greco. And the ball rolls in, and Porter is going to send it down. Porter, pretty strong leg in goal for Taunton. And now the Panthers break out with it. That is Allie Powderly, and she's stopped on the play. She'll have a throw in on the near side. Just over 5 minutes gone in the game. We play 2 40-minute halves. Franklin working it close. This is Celine Hamad. Out it comes, blocked by a defender. Still controlled down low. The Panthers double up on it, and they turn it over. Centering pass, and Porter comes out of goal. Haley Porter makes the save for the Tigers. Kelly O'Connor at 36-30 puts the Panthers on the board. Now the Panthers go back for it. Anderson, she's been so strong in her varsity play, but their ball gets through, and Anarchy will make the save. Not sure it's an actual save as it was off target. And it'll be a kick from the baseline by Anarchy. Skied here, way up there. Franklin has 3 players in the back line. And it goes out of bounds. Throw in coming for the Panthers. And they try to get something going. It's turned back. And now Franklin steals it at midfield. Tipped forward, one-on-one coming through. Hesitating. The shot and the save by Porter. What a blast again. I believe that was O'Connor again looking for her second goal. What a save by Haley Porter. That was O'Connor. Porter, fantastic save. Franklin again turns it over down low. Nice setup on the right wing. Greco coming through. Her shot is too high and too wide, and it goes out of bounds. Goal kick coming for the Tigers of Taunton. Taunton still looking for its first victory. I miscalled the coach. It's Dan Borges. Franklin steals it again. Here's pressure in front. The left-footed boot there is wide. And that shot was taken by Olivia Costa. Porter again with the goal kick for Taunton. Sun in full force now here at Piscini Stadium. Game time temperature about 62 degrees. Ball is out of bounds. Still in the early stages of this game. Throw in coming for Taunton, beg your pardon. and is taken by the Tigers. Booted forward, kicked back by Franklin. And trying to settle it down is Bridget Leo. And they'll kick it back to the back line of Franklin. And it's almost stolen, but a nice kick there to clear it for Lily DeForge for the Panthers. Franklin has it up front. The 5th power ranking in the state of Massachusetts belongs to the Panthers. A long kick is going to be a one-hopper and pulled in by Porter on the kick there by Franklin. That last kick was by Avery Greco. Ball is out of bounds. Throw in for the Panthers. Clean game so far, well played. Franklin has a player right in front. Goalkeeper's out of position, but the ball is loose, and Porter just grabs it and pulls it out of harm's way. And she boots it out. 30 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half, 1-0. Panthers headed by Greco. Chipped forward, and Porter will come up and grab it. She has been active. On the other side, Anarchy was only tested, I believe, one time. There's Porter's long kick. Taunton gets it forward, but Anderson will drop it back for Anarchy, let it go to Anarchy, and she hauls it in her goal box. And she'll throw it this time. Lily DeForge sends it up the left sideline. Is it going to stay in bounds? Wow, riding right along the line, and it just goes wide past that left post, the left flag in the far left corner. Did they say it touched Taunton? No, it's a throw-in for the Tigers. Franklin steals it. Taunton kicks it back out of bounds. This will be put back in play by Katie Ewald. We'll give you the starters for Taunton in just a moment. Ewald will throw it in on the far side. Comes through. Taunton steals it. Franklin steals it back. O'Connor chasing it down. Kicked out by Taunton. Throw-in coming for the Panthers. Taunton starters Jenna Pereira, Christina DaCosta, Juliana Matos, Maya Torres, Emily Calderon, Amelia McGuigan, Ava Ould, Malrid Flood, Kaylee Lopes, Callie Mello, and Haley Porter, the goalkeeper. Down in front, and this is Porter, gets the one hopper. She has been busy back there, for sure. Whistle stops play. Again, the officials today, John Kelly and Ken Milne. 61 degrees at game time here. Not bad for a mid-fall game. Long kick in. Through ball by the Panthers. Coach Borges, we'll go back to him in just a moment. Franklin will kick it out. Throw-in coming on the near side for Taunton. Coach Borges, his task in his first year is to build a team that's learning how to be competitive. And he has to turn around a culture where they had a lot of losing seasons in a row. There's a play in front, but good defense by the Panthers. That stopped a potential one-on-one effort inside the box. Greco goes back for it and wins the ball. Goes over to Olivia Costa. Franklin gets the ball out to midfield. He feels his team has been more competitive lately. They do have 3 ties. He felt some of the other games they played pretty well as Porter will take the rolling ball. He also feels their youth and club program will help, but he's trying to build a culture of winning style of play after all the seasons of big losses for the Taunton Tigers. It is a big school, one of the biggest in the Hockomock League, if not the biggest. Ball back to the Panthers. With it there was Bridget Leo. Now coming charging through is Nora Anderson. Ball is blocked. And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play. Ball is going to be sent back. And we have a direct hit by Anderson. Nora. Franklin sets up sort of a mini wall on the right. We'll see what Anderson, now on a direct kick, you can go right into the goal. On the direct kick, here she comes, Nora Anderson. She's going for it, and she just sailed it too high and over everything and out of bounds. A goal kick coming for the Taunton High Tigers. 25:48 left here in the first half. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV and streaming worldwide on the YouTube. Porter. A shorter kick this time. Hustling back for it is Avery Greco. Nice control. Leaves it for a teammate. A long blast in. One hopper. Porter picks it out of the sky. And she'll boot it. Nice chip there. Prevented the big hop. What a nice play by the Panthers. Player goes down. No call. Here's Taunton with a break. And kicked back by DeForge. A pair of number 22s going at it there. DeForge sends it to midfield. DeForge again trying to cover it. Left-footed boot's going to go out of bounds. It does take some pressure off, but a throw-in coming for the Tigers on the far side. Some of the shadows beginning to creep across the field. Throw in here for Taunton. Picked off in there by the Panthers. Anya Zub. Back for Zub behind her. Coming through with it. Chipped forward, and it's going to be out of bounds. Hit another spare net in the background. Taunton has lost 4 in a row. Had a tie in there before that. And it'll be a free kick for Taunton outside the 15. 24:01 left in the first half. 1-0 Panthers. Although the Panthers have dominated play, they only have the 1-0-0 lead as Greco handles it at midfield and she'll go back with it. Allie Powderly, she'll send it back. DeForge. Putting some pressure on it now is the Taunton offense, and they win the ball on the far side. Throw in coming here for Taunton. Good box out by the Panthers. Boxing it out was Celine Hamad. Franklin with a break. Coming through. And the shot is wide on the blast there. Try to identify that player when she turns her back. And that was Avery Greco. And she will come out. Coach Geisen going to his bench as Porter has it lined up for the goal kick. A little bit short this time. Nice header by the Panthers. Picked up in there by Franklin. On the rush here is Powderly. Her shot is caught in the air by Haley Porter, the senior goalkeeper for the Tigers. And she punts it away. DeForge to midfield. Taunton headed back by Anderson. In the game for the Panthers right now is Maya Eglantine. There's a boot, a little bender on the right side. It's going to be Aniki. Comes out a goal before Madison Zala could get to it. And Aniki kicks it out. The Forge fans on the shot, and the ball is wide. Going to go by the end line. A goal kick coming for Haley Aniki, the senior, in goal for Coach Tom Geisen. Assistant coach is Emma Morrison, the Dean College graduate. Out to midfield. Panthers trying to get something going. Their offense has sputtered a bit, although they've controlled the field. And hustling up with it there was Eglantine. Eglantine, a freshman. For Taunton, they have several 8th graders on their team. That's how young they are. As Coach Borges, again, trying to build a program. Faces a difficult task. Throw in coming for Ava Uhl, a sophomore. 5 8th graders on this team. Uhl will bounce it in. Kicked out by, apparently last touch by Taunton on a good play there by Kelly O'Connor. Throw in coming for the Panthers right down below us. The Forge tried to block it, could not. Taunton, again, they're 1 goal away from tying this game. Settling down is Taunton. They go low. Kicked out of there by DeForge. Again, more play in the offensive zone of late for the Tigers. It's only 1-0, more than midway through the first half. Our camera operator today is Meredith Robertson, and our technologist is Melissa Marchese. Pete Royce in the press box here high above Piscini Stadium. Nice lead ball on the right. Franklin tries to get to it, and that would be Anya Zub. Zub, the talented junior, wins the ball. Throw in coming for the Panthers. This is Allie Powderly. Back for Powderly, give and go. For Eglantine, she's going to blast one. It's going to roll in wide. Porter will scoop it up. Panthers kick it out. It'll be a throw-in coming at near midfield for Taunton. Coach Borges goes to his bench and subs in a player. There's the throw-in. Headed by the Panthers. Back and forth we go at the midfield area. With it now for the Panthers. Trying to make the play was Chloe Stavely, the senior in the game. So Coach Geisen also has gone to his bench. Good block on Powderly's attempt. And the ball will go back to the Panthers. Under 18 minutes to go here in the first half. Allie Powderly will back up to midfield. And will run up and toss it. Taunton doing a pretty good job in clogging up the passing lanes. And they force a turnover. It's going to go back to the Panthers on a nice play by the freshman, Maya Eglantine. Throw in for Franklin. Stavely loses it off of Taunton. Franklin will have it. Franklin, according to Coach Geisen and assistant coach Morrison, has had only 1 game this year when they played a full and complete and solid 80 minutes. They've had some great halves, but the 80-minute game was against Newton South, and the Panthers won that game on October 11th. Big victory for Franklin out of league. The rest, he said, we've had great halves, but not 80 minutes, so he's looking to play 80 strong minutes here today. And over 24 of those minutes are nearly gone. Taunton at midfield, they chip it in. Franklin defense has it. Panthers start out. Nice shot forward by Taunton. Going back for it is Ewald, and Katie gets it going. Blocked by Taunton. Battling for it now in the game is Haley Bama, the senior. Ball out of bounds. Throw in coming for Taunton, rather a kick coming in for Taunton. Also in the game for Franklin is Ava Workman, the junior. Ball is going to trickle in, and Porter will leave the goal wide open, but gets to the ball in time and picks it up and boots it. High bounce on that. A lot of play in the midfield area here of late. Franklin had some great looks in the first 5 minutes of the game. Did get one through. Ball is going to roll out of bounds on the far side. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Throw in coming for Franklin. So Franklin with the 5th power ranking in the state. KP is number 4. Kicked out and out of bounds. And it'll be a throw in coming for the Panthers. They fire it in. Hit there was Ava Workman. The ball will go back to Taunton. The Tigers still in this game. 1-0 is the Franklin lead. Ball is going to be kicked out, and Franklin will have the throw in. And with the honors is going to be Katie Ewald, the senior. Three subs coming in for Dan Borges, the coach of Taunton. Throw in coming for the Tigers. Going back to block it was Tori Carmignani. Powderly kicks it out of harm's way. Panthers start a break. Can't get past midfield as it was battled for there by Workman. Tell you, Taunton has played pretty tough. And they send one in, kicked back by Franklin. Long kick is going to be rolled up, and the race for it. Workman races for it, gets control. This is Ava, her centering pass, and then the blast is up and caught by Workman. On the blast there, I believe, we'll check that out in a moment. I believe that was Allie Powderly out to midfield. So Haley Porter has been the story of this game in goal for Taunton. Turned back a number of shots, particularly in the first 5 minutes of this game. The last 5 or 10 minutes has been pretty evenly played. No real strong scoring opportunities for Taunton. Franklin has had several. Coming up on 12.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Franklin gets it upfield. In position, kicked there, and the goal. The goal there as the ball was just loose, and Franklin scores it. We'll try to get the scorer on it. We'll have to wait for official word. The ball just came in loose, and it was chipped home. It might have been Chloe Stavely. We'll get word from the scorer's table in just a few moments. But it's Franklin with the 2-0 lead now. The score comes at 12-22. That's a big one because this game was up for grabs here with the 1-0 lead for a long time. In fact, for 24 minutes, it had stayed 1-0. Now it's 2-0 Franklin. Taunton comes back. This is Madison Zala. She gets a nice pass up front and a whistle and an offside call against Taunton. Shadows beginning to come more across the field. Beautiful day in Franklin after kind of a damp morning. Stavely couldn't get to it. Sent in, and Anaki's going to leave the goal. She'll get it before a charging Tiger could get to it. Okay, so the second goal here is going to be by Maya Eglantine. The freshman gets the goal. Maya Eglantine. And on the assist, it's going to be to Nora Anderson for goal number 2. And that made it 2-0. Play in. Franklin will throw it up. Ball comes loose. Controlled in there by Kaylin Bruno. Coach Geisen really going deep into his bench here today. Too strong for Workman. She hits a player. Contact made. Franklin comes out with it. Workman going for it. The goalie is way out of position, but the ball rolls past the end line. This could be a corner kick for the Panthers. I believe it will be, as I believe that went off Taunton to their own goal line. We'll see. Wait for the call. Yes, it's going to be a corner, I do believe. Let's see. Whistles stopping play. No, apparently not. 12:12 to go. Clock. More time. Yeah, that's unofficial. Could be more time on the clock. Okay. So Porter will have the goal kick. So I guess it was off Franklin. So Porter will have it. And she sends it low. I mean high, but wide right. Not very deep. Workman battling for it out there. Workman dodges some contact. And the ball, I believe, is going to be won by Callie Mello, the junior, for Taunton. 2-0. Throw in coming for Taunton on the far side, right in front of their bench. Franklin sends it the other way. Again, the goal by Eglantine was something. It just sort of came out of nowhere. Anderson gets the assist. Unassisted was the first goal by Kelly O'Connor. O'Connor, a bright star on the horizon, a sophomore for the Panthers. Kicked wide, out of bounds. Check it, inbounds. Sent back, now out to midfield and beyond for Taunton. With it here is Tori Carmignani. On the left side, coming through, the centering kick, and coming out is Porter. The ball is loose. Wow, making a save, a tremendous save, was Madison Crowley. Her goal was unattended, and Crowley came through. Crowley, an 8th grader, bails out the senior goalkeeper, Haley Porter. We stay at 2-0. And now we have a corner kick, the first one of the game. And teeing it up on the far side will be Katie Ewald. Ewald with the corner. Ewald with the in-swing. Right in front. Ball is loose. Oh, try to get to Porter. Now it is Workman. Can't get a good leg on it. And the ball is going to be kept in, now blasted out by Ava Workman. The Panthers set up that corner beautifully. They had a lot of bodies in front, and everybody was punching at it with their feet. And it just went wide and finally kicked out of bounds by Ava Workman. A goal kick coming for Haley Porter. Under 10 minutes to go. First half, 2-0. Panthers. The steal here by Maya Eglantine. She's got a goal today. Coming in with it now, and blasting one was Kaylin Bruno, the junior, but it's wide. And it goes past the end line. A goal kick coming for Taunton. Franklin 10-2-1 on the season. And the Panthers looking for their 5th straight win after a tie to Mansfield. Before that, they had another win. Looking to go 6-1 in their last 7 games. Franklin with a good look again, pausing with it. Now the ball through and the diving save by Haley Porter. What a workout she's had in goal for Coach Dan Borges of Taunton, and she kicks it strong. Headed back. Franklin covers it in the offensive zone. Getting it there was Kaylin Bruno. Now back to the top. Now Bruno will chase it down, gets a leg on it. Franklin now looking to get some passing. The long blast there by Maya Eglantine. Franklin now loses possession. Kept in the game is Eiley Sinelli, the sophomore. Eiley chips it forward. This with the ball there was Bruno. Bruno shoots on goal. Porter with the diving save. Kaylin Bruno with a pretty good look, the junior. We're under 8 minutes to go now. Kick by Porter. Franklin once again putting pressure on in the offensive zone. Aniki has not, maybe been tested once, and that's been it. In goal for the Panthers. Aniki, the senior goalkeeper. Throw in for Taunton. Kaylin Bruno. Back to Eglantine. The Panthers work it back to their back line. Left-footed boot there. Nice pass. Franklin with the through ball. Coming in. Right on goal is Powderly. She's offside on the call. Kaylin Bruno is offside. And with under 7 minutes to go, Franklin maintains its 2-goal-to-none lead. Taunton can't get through Eglantine. Player goes down. Eglantine steals it. Eglantine into the zone. Left-footed boot. Porter comes out to grab it. And Porter will send it on its way. Quick kick back by Franklin's Eglantine. Bruno can't get to it. Goals by the Panthers, Kelly O'Connor and Maya Eglantine. Eglantine, the freshman. O'Connor, the sophomore. So the underclassmen have put the Panthers on the board here today. Foul called here against the Panthers. Direct kick coming for Taunton. And they send one up. A rare visit upfield for the Tigers. Franklin there to cover it. And they send it out of bounds. Relieving the pressure was Katie Ewald. 5:34 to go in the first half. Throw-in coming for the Taunton Tigers. Franklin again in the pink stockings for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tori Carmignani is down on the field there. Covering it was Ewald. And this is going to go back to a goal kick for Haley Aniki. And she'll tee it up off the ground. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Short kick for Aniki. Panthers trying to work it up that left sideline. Comes out to Workman. And it's almost stolen. And now it is stolen by Taunton. And their shot is blocked. Trying to block it there was Chloe Stavely. And now it's sent out to the offensive zone. Here come the Panthers on the break. Coming through, coming in, the shot there, and it's a goal. A goal for the Panthers. 3-0. Try to get that player for you in a moment. She took it all herself and carried it in. And I'm not sure who that was. The sun is just causing havoc against my viewing area. It might have been, I was going to say Haddad, I'm not sure. We'll wait for the official word. But Franklin scores with 4-12, 3-0 Panthers. Taunton tries to get it in. They cannot. Franklin covers it. And with some running room here. Nice hesitation move. This is Workman. She goes down, comes through with it. Ball is going to be kicked out of bounds by Taunton with 3:30 to go here in the first half. 3-0 Panthers. Throw-in coming for Eiley Sinelli. Sinelli one hops it for Workman, and Sinelli will have it again. The goal for the Panthers was by Haley Bama. How about that? A senior, Haley Bama. And the assist on the play was by Eiley Sinelli. Sinelli, the sophomore, Haley Bama, the senior, gets the goal. Franklin kicks it to midfield. 2:45 to go in the first half. 3-0 now, Franklin. The game was close. From the 12:22 mark left, it was still 1-0 Panthers, and since then the Panthers have scored 2 more goals to open it up a bit. 3-0. Coach Geisen has gone to his bench freely. Franklin advancing the ball. A whistle stops play. 2:23 to go. And was there... Okay, it looks like that is the half. So...
I thought it was only a couple of seconds that I missed it after a goal.
I don't know. So the half is over. Franklin does protect its lead. In fact, they build on the lead. The first goal came at 36:30. Kelly O'Connor gets it home, and that was 1-0. Her goal was unassisted for O'Connor. And O'Connor made it. She is a sophomore. She was followed by a goal by a freshman, Maya Eglantine, at 12:22. Her goal was assisted by Nora Anderson. And then Haley Bama, the senior, made it 3-0 with just 4:12 to go. And she was assisted by Eiley Sinelli. So Franklin trying to build on its 10-2-1 mark and trying to build on its 5th power ranking. They are ranked number 5 in the power rankings in the state of Massachusetts against Taunton, who comes to town winless. While our first half is over, we're going to take a break and come back and bring you the final 40 minutes of this one. Here at halftime, your score is Franklin 3, Taunton nothing. We'll be right back with the second half of today's game. Welcome back, fans, to Piscini Stadium on the Franklin High campus. Pete Royce with you, Melissa Marchese and Meredith Robertson in the booth with us as well, as we're bringing you the second half of today's girls soccer game between Franklin with a record of 10-2-1 and the 5th-ranked team in the state of Massachusetts against the Taunton Tigers. At halftime, it's 3-0, Franklin with the lead. We start the second half. And the Panthers will be going from right to left across your screen, and the Taunton Tigers, under first-year coach Dan Borges, will be going from left to right. It's been a 3-goal scorers by O'Connor, Eglantine, and Bama for the Panthers, and 2 of those goals were assisted. The Eglantine goal by Anderson and the Bama goal by Eiley Sinelli that made it 3-0. So we start the final 40 minutes. So glad you're with us, fans. The officials for today's game are John Kelly and Ken Milne. And they're about ready to launch the second half. There's the whistle. We're underway. Kick taken by the Taunton Tigers. About half the field in shadow now. 61 degrees at game time. It stayed about that temp here in the second half now. Franklin battling for it. They win the battle. This is Kelly O'Connor. She's got a goal here today. Leaves it in the middle of the field. Now back it comes to Anderson. Her left-footed boot. Sent back. Franklin still has it. Greco at midfield. Poked back the other way by DeForge. And Porter sends one high. Ball bouncing around with a lot of spin on it. Franklin controls. This is Katie Ewald. A lot of movement there for the Panthers' Celine Hamad. Whistle stops play. It's going to be a free kick the other way for the Tigers. And they'll take it there. Not a lot of scoring opportunities for Taunton. Credit the Franklin defense for that. Panthers have it at midfield. Franklin gets to it with the ball there is Olivia Costa. Costa still controlling. Her left foot boot is blocked and it comes out a ways. And Taunton covers it. Franklin gets it right back. Ewald sends it in. An offside called here against the Panthers. Trying to get upfield were a couple of Panthers. And Greco was one of them, along with Anya Zub. Kept in. Zub kicks it high. A lot of spin on it. O'Connor heads it. Back and forth we go. Break here. Partial break. Franklin tries to cover it. The ball comes out a ways, goes out of bounds. This should be a throw-in on the far side for the Panthers. And their Allie Powderly, the junior. To midfield. Headed by Greco. Franklin controlling it. Nice settling of the ball by Zub. Gets it to Powderly. Powderly gets it towards the middle. Kept in, and there's the shot on goal, and it's a goal. I believe that's Celine Hamad. She launched one, and Porter did not go back for it. She tried to stay in place and jump for it, but it went over her head, and it just came in over her fingertips and into the back of the net for a goal for the Panthers at 37:06 of the second half. Franklin now has increased its lead to 4-0 on the goal, we believe, by Celine Hamad. Hamada Jr. joins the scoring column for the Panthers. They lead it 4-0. Going back for it is Anderson. Strong left-footed boot. Out to O'Connor. Kelly. Franklin with their patented passing game going now. Quickly, they send one up. Controlling it is Greco, and she's taken down. No whistle. Getting in on the play again. Here's Greco. She'll launch, and it hits the crossbar and still goes in. That should be a goal. That should, let's see, were they going to wave it off? Yeah, no goal, no goal. So it did. I'm not sure what happened there, but they're calling it no goal. There's more contact. And player going down. Franklin will have the throw-in in the offensive third. Waiting for the ball to come out. And here it comes. And with it there is Nora Anderson. It's going to be a free kick. They have a wall set up. 3 Taunton players. Will Anderson try to go for goal or try to pass it in front? One of the Panthers adjusting a shoelace on the field. Either that or she's injured. It's Kelly O'Connor. She's injured. We thought Kelly O'Connor came up a little bit gimpy on the last contact that was made. So there's a timeout for the injury to Kelly O'Connor, the sophomore. She's got a goal here today. One of 4 Panthers goals, and a timeout for the injury. Jen Edmonds, the Franklin trainer, out on the field. A hand for O'Connor as she gets up. Assisted out there by Edmonds. They walk off to the sideline. Kelly O'Connor. So it'll be play back in, and it'll be a free hit for Nora Anderson. Wall in front of her. Anderson got a powerful leg. Will she go for the goal or try to pass it with the crosser in front? Waiting for the whistle after the injury timeout. Nora Anderson still waiting, as we all are. Anderson gets the whistle. Here she comes. She's going to go for the pass in front. The save, though, by Porter. A nice save by Porter. And the last goal, indeed, was by Celine Hamad. So we had that, and the assist to Olivia Costa. And that made it 4-0. 37:08 was the time of the score. Franklin back quickly with it. Ball rolls out towards midfield, and Taunton sends it upfield, and that'll roll out of bounds. A throw-in coming for the Panthers. Sent the other way, but out of bounds. See if they rule that off, Taunton or not. I think it'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. Chasing it down is Ewald, and she's going to go all the way to the entrance to the field. But now they put another ball in play, and Ewald will send it in for the Panthers. She'll throw it in. Nice header there. Punched forward by Haley Bama. She's got a goal today. Shadows covering 75% of the field right now. Franklin on the drive through. This is Costa. Her shot is wide left and rolls in front of the goal crease and past the end line. Goal kick coming for the visitors from Taunton High School. It's a Hockomock League matchup between the 10-2-1 Panthers and the 0-10-3 Tigers of Taunton. This is Haley Porter in goal. And she sends one upfield, connects to a teammate. Franklin cuts off the passing lanes, and they come back to cover it as Anderson chips it forward. A lot of backspin on it, settled down by Greco. And it's going to be covered here by Taunton's Ava Uhl. Ball is loose. Now it's sent in by the Panthers. Greco can't get to it and is kicked out. Nice little pass there behind the back, but Anderson will blast one forward. Ewald for the Panthers. Katie. A tackle made and the turnover forced by Uhl. Franklin tries another rush on the far side. They control it. Celine Hamad. Ewald with the left-legged boot. And it's caught by Haley Porter, the senior goalkeeper for Taunton. We stay 4-0. 32-30 left in the ball game. Long bounce upfield. Covering it is Anderson. Contact. Let's see what they're going to call here. They may call a foul on Anderson. I believe they will. And going down hard was a Tiger. That is Ava Alves. So throw-in coming for Taunton. They'll chase it down. Clock continuing to run with under 32 minutes left. Panthers on their schedule have some big games coming up. 2 days from now, they'll be at North Attleboro. That's the 6 o'clock game. Then at Bishop Feion. So 2 road games in a row for the Panthers as they try to keep their winning streak alive. Here's the direct hit. Centering on, blocked by Franklin. They kick it out. Franklin quickly gets back to possession. Hamad rather. Out in front, coming through in an offside call on Anya Zub. With 31:11 to go here in the game. 4-0 Panthers with the lead. It was 2-0. It was 3-0 at halftime. And Franklin has added 1. Remember, for most of the game, it was 1-0 in the first half. For 24 minutes, it was 1-0. And then Franklin added 2 more goals before halftime and 1 here in the second half to open it up 4-0. We'll take a look at some of the higher scores in the season for the Panthers and see how this game shapes up against that in just a moment. Franklin with the steal, chipped ahead. This is Zub. Zub with a nice crossing pass, and it's picked up in there by Taunton. So Franklin's biggest game was 5-0 against Sharon here in September, and that's been it. So right now they have the second. They also had a 4-0 win. A 4-0 win in the game as well, and that was against Taunton, at Taunton. But here we have the second, they tied for the second highest scoring game of the season. 1 more goal will tie their highest output against Sharon. Throw in coming for Taunton on the far side. And it'll go back to the Tigers. Under 30 minutes left. Just about the entire field still in shadow. Press box where we are in sun. Zub, contact foul called on Zub, and the ball will stay with the Panthers, with the Tigers, I should say. Kick coming for Taunton. It's almost like a corner. They have the wall set up. A rare opportunity for Taunton, and they cross it in. Headed by Anderson and out of harm's way. Chipped forward by the Panthers. And out it comes. Turn back. Battle for it. Taunton's going to hit it, I believe, out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. Yes, it's going to be Panther ball, as Katie Ewald will send it in for Coach Tom Geisen and Coach Emma Morrison for the Panthers. Anderson partially gets to it in a long blast. This is Aniki. She'll have to watch the rebound. It comes up short, and it's going to be sent back into the middle. Chipped there by Bema, but back to Taunton. And now sent out by Lily DeForge in that back line. Good couple of players in the back line for the Panthers, DeForge and Nora Anderson. And Franklin wins the ball on the far side with under 28 minutes to go. Throw in coming. With it there is Bridget Leo. Chasing it back is Powderly. It's kicked out by Taunton, and it will be Franklin with the throw-in on the far side. So Franklin with a pretty high scoring output here so far. Still plenty of time left to build on it. Ball is going to stay in bounds. Zub wins the battle and comes out with it to a teammate. Nice hustle by Anya Zub, the talented junior. Franklin with the hustle there, and getting to it was Zub. Let's check that. Not Zub, it was Olivia Costa on the feed from Zub. Ball is going to be a foul called on the Panthers, a free kick for Taunton. And that's going to be kicked out. Franklin should have the throw in. They do with under 27 minutes to go in the game. So glad you're with us, fans. Pete Royce here, high above the field on the press box. Our camera operator right now is Melissa Marchese, and spinning the dials is Meredith Robertson. Ball is out of bounds. Let's see, Zub, did she win it? No, it's going to go back over to Taunton, deep in their own side. Taunton looking for its first goal. They've been shut out actually 3 games in a row. 1 goal in the last 5 games, counting this one. So they are having difficulty getting the ball in the net. Chipped forward by Haley Bama. And now Leo sends it forward. Franklin with the rush on the right wing. That was Powderly. Ball is kicked back. Kept in play but stolen by Powderly. She's going to take a shot. It's going to be wide, and Porter comes out of goal to gather it in for the Tigers. 25:30 to go in the game. Long kick by Porter. She does have a strong leg in goal for the Tigers. Bicycle kick forward by Taunton. Franklin back with it. Going down hard, and that's going to be a push. Taking the spill there for the Panthers. Check that out in a moment. It was Bridget Leo. Free kick for Franklin. Out it comes. All the way down to the left side and out of bounds there. And a throw-in coming for Katie Ewald of the Panthers. So Ewald will have it in the left corner, just out a little bit. And she'll throw it. From the corner, a big blast. And is hauled on one hop by Porter, and she'll punt it away. And that's actually stopped by her teammate. The ball would have traveled further. A through ball coming through with it, and Aniki will get the rolling ball and haul it in. Coming up on 24 minutes to go. Panthers looking to win again for the 11th time this season. With it is Taunton, kicked out by Powderly on a good defensive play. DeForge was back there as well. Throw-in coming for Taunton. And with the honors there is Madison Crowley, one of 5 8th graders on the Taunton team. Franklin turns it over. They send it up on the right wing. Kicked by Zub out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming in front of the Franklin bench for Taunton. And the 8th grader again, Crowley, has it. She throws it up. Short throw out of bounds. Let's see if it'll be turned over. Back to the Panthers. As Emma Morrison, the assistant coach, will put the ball over to Powderly. Her throw-in is blocked. Taken back by Taunton. And a throw-in coming here on the far side for the Tigers. The 8th grader again, Crowley, gets it in. Kicked out of bounds, I believe, directly by Maya Torres, the 9th grader. It is a young team for Coach Dan Borges in his first year, as he told me, trying to turn around the culture at Taunton in girls soccer. Whistle stops play. Panthers will have the throw in. Player goes down. Kicked forward by Taunton, but Ewald will send it back. And her kick is going to sail out of bounds to the Taunton bench. Under 22 minutes left, almost midway through the second half. Franklin trying to retain possession, but Taunton has it. Stolen by the Panthers. Good steal there by Bama. She's had a good game coming in front. Franklin with it. This is Zub, her shot, and nice spin shot by Zub, but hauled in by Porter. Beautiful blast by Zub. And Porter makes yet another save. Ball comes out quickly. Upfield it comes. Taunton, not many scoring opportunities in this game. Franklin has had a bunch. And they got 4 home. Zub, pass out of bounds. It'll be Taunton on the throw-in. Coming up on the midway mark of the second half. From midfield, the Tigers come with it. Hit out, no, kept in. Right along the bench area by Taunton. And Franklin steals it. Zub into the scoring zone. Her shot is wide right, past the end line, out of bounds. See if they call that off of Taunton. And let's see what they're going to do with it here. Two balls are on the field. One will have to be sent back. And they're going to call a corner kick. So Franklin will have the corner. And with the honors out there is Tori Carmignani. Carmignani the senior. She'll in-swing it. And she does a good job right in front. And hauling up for it is Haley Porter to make yet another save for Taunton. She kicks it out to midfield. Foul called against the Panthers. Free hit coming for the Tigers. They have an opportunity here on the right side. Chase backed and kicked out of bounds by Katie Ewald. With 19 minutes left here in the game, it's 4-0 Franklin. Throw-in coming for Ava Uhl. Uhl, sophomore. And she'll run up and throw it. DeForge hits it to the official, who makes the stop, John Kelly. Awards it to the Tigers, and they're going to try to send one in. But Franklin covers it beautifully. And the Panthers win the ball. And Ewald will have the throw-in for the blue and white with the pink stockings for Franklin on Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October. Ewald sizes up the situation, gets the whistle, and fires it in. Over to Bama. Long blast forward. Workman trying to steal it. In does a nice job blocking it, but it goes off Workman. It'll be awarded to Taunton with under 18 minutes left. Coach Tom Geisen, the veteran coach, has gotten a lot of players into this game. As Uhl will have it for Taunton, right at midfield. And she one-hops it to a teammate. Nearly stolen there by Grace Nesbitt. And now the Franklin Panthers do turn it over. Rather, I think that was Haley Bama. Quickly, this is Bama. Bama controls it. It just goes behind Workman, who didn't quite see it. Bama again with it. She's going to shoot, and she scores. Bama gets her second goal of the game. Haley Bama just kept going with it. And Porter couldn't get to it at 17-16. Franklin ties its output for its highest scoring output of the year. That ties the 5th game when they defeated Sharon 5-0. They now lead it here 5-0 with 17-16 to go. We believe Bama now with 2 goals. Haley Bama, the senior, the forward, in a whistle and a timeout. 17-16 to go here in the game. Franklin 5 and Taunton no score. The Panthers 10-2-1. They started the season 2-0. Then they had a tough loss at Foxborough 2-1. But since then they won 3 in a row, then lost to Canton at Canton 2-1. Defeated Attleboro here 3-0, tied Mansfield 0-0, and since that time it's been all Panthers. Wins over Milford, Stoughton, King Philip, who actually, even though Franklin has defeated King Philip has a little more power ranking than the Panthers. So we'll see how that might change after this week's action. Certainly the Panthers not in position to hurt themselves today in the power rankings, with a 5-0 lead with 17-16 to go. For Taunton, a long season, 0-10-3, losses versus Sharon, 5-1. Their biggest loss of the season was 6-0 versus KP. It also OA 6-1. But they've been in a few games, 2-0 loss, 0-0 tie, 2-1 loss, 2-0 loss. And they also had a 2-0-0 tie. So the defense has been better than the offense for the Taunton Tigers, but the rebuilding continues for Coach Dan Borges. Play about to resume. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV, and we're streaming around the world on the internet on YouTube. Play about to resume. Everybody in shadows except us in the press box. We're still fighting the setting sun on the far side. Here's the whistle, and it's a steal by Panthers. Charging up with it, I believe, was Carmignani, and she sends her ball through. Still with it. Eglantine kicks it back to Eglantine, and now cleared out beautifully by Taunton. They can't get to it as Lily DeForge will send it out of bounds to stop the potential break for the Tigers. And it'll be a throw-in coming in the offensive third for our visitors here today. Franklin coached by Tom Geisen and Emma Morrison. Taunton coached by Dan Borges. High kick. That's going to stay in bounds and settle down nicely by Bama. What a game she's had with 2 goals. And it's going to be a wide kick past the baseline. And a goal kick coming for Franklin. And their good goalie, Haley Aniki, the senior, the left leg. No, she's going to go short side to the right. Now it comes over to Riley Lorenzo, the senior, who's in the game. Lorenzo in the game for Franklin, number 17, Riley Lorenzo. Coach Geisen has gone deep into his bench today. Free kick coming for the Tigers with under 16 left. Taking it will be Ava Uhl, the sophomore. Uhl will center it in. Good kick there. The header goes sideways. Another header, fanning on it, and Franklin gets a little space, kicked forward. That's one thing that Franklin typically doesn't do in that case, which is once you have the opportunity, they like to pass it. But here Taunton just went for the home run ball, and it was wide and past the end line, so Franklin will have the goal kick coming back. Aniki, with her left leg, rolls out of bounds near midfield. 15 minutes left in the game. Franklin 5, Taunton no score. Throw-in coming for Taunton. Taken back. Workman tried to get a leg on it. She couldn't. And kept in the offensive zone by Taunton. Also in the game now is Eiley Sinelli. Whistle on the far side. The officials again today, John Kelly and Ken Milne. It was Milne with that call, and a throw-in coming by the 8th grader Crosby. Crowley. Ball is wide. Goal kick coming for the Panthers. They lead it. They led at halftime 3-0, and 2 more goals here in the second half. And their 1 goal, they have now tied their highest scoring production of the season. 1 more would be their biggest output here in 2022. Kicked upfield and kicked out of bounds. Sort of an unforced error there by Callie Mello, and she's a junior. Throw coming in for Riley Lorenzo. This is she with the insert. Tipped forward beautifully over to Bama, and she's got a player in front going through. The goalkeeper comes down and makes the save. She goes for the save, as coming in strong were the Panthers on that play. But Porter did the job. Franklin coming back. That last blast, I believe, was by Kaylin Bruno. But Porter went low and sort of rolled on the ground and made the save. On the last goal, it was by Bama way back when, and the assist was by Ava Workman. So we want to give Workman the assist. That was at 17-16. Now there's 12:40 go. Ball in front. Loose ball picked up by Porter. So we've had 4 goals of the 5 were assisted on. Goal 2 assisted by Anderson. Goal 3 by Sinelli. Goal 4 by Costa. Goal 5 by Workman. Those are the assists here today. 4 of the 5 goals were with assists. 1 goal was unassisted. With it now is Bama trying to get the hat trick. She shoots and it's blocked. Bama trying to go for 3 goals today. Kicked back by Porter. What a game for Bama. Haley Bama almost with 3. Wind blowing pretty strong here at the field. Entire field in shadows. 60 degrees at game time. Stayed pretty much right there. But it is quite windy. Throw in coming for Taunton. Taunton, unfortunately, hasn't scored a goal in 4 games. Been shut out 3 in a row. Now today would be 4. And the other game before that was a 6-1 loss at Oliver Ames. Throw in coming for the Panthers. With it is Eglantine. Eglantine, and she loses it. It's going to be kicked upfield, but taken back by Lily DeForge. And now it's going to go right along the baseline. That's going to stay in bounds. Good hustle by Taunton. They get to it. And there's the centering pass, and DeForge blasts it out of bounds. It'll be Taunton with the throw-in with 11 minutes straight up left in the game. 5-0 Franklin on the verge of its 11th win of the season with 2 losses and 1 tie. This will be a throw-in from the side for Taunton, and with it there, I believe, is Haley Lopes. The throw is wide, covered by Workman for the Panthers. This is Ava. She sends it with a nice pass. Contact there, but Franklin continues the rush upfield. Still with it is Franklin. They chip it forward, settling it down. Panthers coming in on it. Bama tried to get to it, could not. Ball is going to roll wide left and out of bounds, and a goal kick here quickly by Porter. With 10 minutes to go, straight up left in the game. Ball is kicked forward. Franklin trying to get to it. They do. Ava Workman centers it. And unable to get to it in time was Maya Eglantine. Eglantine does have a goal today. It's 2 goals for Bama and 1 goals by O'Connor, Eglantine, and Celine Hamad. Franklin will have the throw-in on the far side. And it goes off of Taunton player. Intended over there for Tori Carmignani. Again, Franklin with the throw in. Go a little deeper. The ball is loose and cleared out of there by Taunton, but right out of bounds. We'll do it again in front of the Franklin bench. And once again, it'll be, this time, Eiley Sinelli, the sophomore. She's got an assist today. She throws it in. Hits a Taunton player. Kicked high. Takes a big bounce. Settled down by Ava Workman. This is she with it. Workman in front of the middle. She's going to shoot. The one hopper gathered in by Porter. And she makes yet another save. But 5 have gotten past her. And the senior goalkeeper kicks it away. Strong kick. Well beyond midfield. Ball is loose. Comes back towards midfield to the Taunton side. And Franklin on the rush on the right wing. Trying to get to it was Bruno, Haley Bruno. I'm sorry, Kaylin Bruno. Out way quickly upfield. That came up the field quickly, and Aniki hauled it in on the roller. And she'll come up to the edge of the 18-yard box and punt it with that good left leg. Out to midfield, chipped forward by Sinelli. Now high it goes. Franklin defending it well. Eglantine kept in by Taunton. Under 7.5 to go. Franklin chips it forward. On it there is Sinelli. Franklin sends one in. This is Ava Workman on the left wing. One-on-one. Workman fakes. She shoots and goes wide. It was partially blocked by Porter, but good maneuvering by Workman. But Porter came out and made the save for Taunton, or that would have been a tie for the highest scoring game of the season for the Panthers. And this will be, let's see what they're going to call here. Is this going to be a penalty, a corner? This is going to be a corner kick for the Panthers. So they set up the wall. And in swinging it will be, I'll tell you in a moment, it's going to be Riley Lorenzo, the senior. Lorenzo right in front. The header is missed. Ball is loose. The shot there, and the score by the Panthers again. I think it's going to be Maya Eglantine again for her second goal. We'll wait for the official word. Eglantine, I believe, is the one who pumped it home with 6:26 to go. And the Panthers have tied their production for the most goals in any game, dating back to game, let's see, where was that? Way back in the season, I believe it was no, this is it. This is their highest output, 6 goals. They only had 5 in Game 5 against Sharon. So this is their most goals in any game. 6-0. Franklin right back with it, goes out of bounds. We believe Eglantine now joins Bama with 2 goals in this game. The other goals by Hadmad and O'Connor. 6-0. And the assist on the Eglantine goal by Riley Lorenzo. So it's confirmed, the goal by Eglantine. Coming up on 5:30 to go in the game. Porter sends one back. A big explosion here. The Panthers have scored 3 goals in each half. Ball is kicked back, and an unforced error off the head there of Ava Uhl, the sophomore. I mentioned Taunton is a very young team. Lorenzo's got an assist on the goal, and she'll fire it up. With it is Zub. No, let's check it. That is not Zub, a little roller. I believe that was by Carmignani, picked up by Porter. And we have 5 minutes to go in the game, and the officials will control the clock on the field at this point. And they send one through. And it's going to roll into the waiting arms of Haley Aniki. Aniki will punt it. And she gets it to midfield. Franklin. Franklin, again, has used a lot of players in this game. Wouldn't be surprised if every available player has played. 5-0 after today. 4 regular season games coming up. Franklin will be at North Attleboro and at Bishop Fien, and then they close it out with 2 home games against Attleboro and Milford to end the regular season. And then we await postseason play. Next week will be a senior night for these girls soccer players. I believe that'll either be in the Attleboro game or the Milford game. The last 2 games of the season. Ball is back loose. Franklin covers it. And they send one near midfield. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. And Franklin will have it. Good hustle there by Haley Bama. She's played a good game. 2 goals. She has 2 and Eglantine has 2. We're well under 5 minutes to go as Lorenzo will come back near midfield to throw it in for the Panthers. This is Riley. And she launches one. Taunton to midfield. Back and forth we go in the middle of the field. With it there, I believe, was Grace Nesbitt. Chip forward. Nice pass play there. Going through with it on the right wing, getting to it with the centering pass, the shot on goal, and the save by Aniki, one of her better ones, as it was a nice shot by Jenna Pereira. We're probably about 3 minutes to go in the game. Franklin on the verge of its 11th game of the season, 11th win of the season in game number 14. Franklin trying to get to the ball quickly, but way out of goal was their goalkeeper. She cannot touch it when she leaves the 18-yard box. She can only kick it. And that's what she did effectively. Otherwise, she's like a regular position fielder who cannot touch the ball. She can inside, as a goalkeeper, inside her 18-yard box. By touch it, I mean she can grab it with her hands. Ball is going to be out of bounds. Foul called against Lily DeForge. Probably around 2 minutes to go in the game. 6-0. Panthers with their highest output of the season. And throw-in coming for Franklin. And headed over by Workman. Kicked back. Franklin right on it, DeForge. Header by DeForge, headed back the other way. DeForge settles it down. Now it comes to Haley Bama. Hesitation move and a foul called. It'll be a throw-in coming for Taunton, and with it will be Amelia McGuigan. She's going to have a direct hit. McGuigan, she unloads right in front. It's deep, headed back by DeForge. Franklin takes it the other way. Time winding down in this game. Chipped forward by Bama. Out of bounds it goes. The ball will stay. I believe will go back to Taunton. Waiting for the double whistle. Probably less than a minute to go in the game. Franklin on the verge of its 5th win in a row. Wins over Milford, Newton South. What a win that was. Stoughton and King Philip. The last few seconds of this game. And there's the double whistle. It's all over. Franklin wins it by the score of 6-0. To recap the scoring in the first half, Kelly O'Connor at 36:30 unassisted. Maya Eglantine at 12:22 assisted by Nora Anderson. Haley Bama at 4:12 assisted by Eileen Sinelli. 3-0 at halftime. Second half, Celine Haddad at 37:06 assisted by Olivia Costa. Haley Bama again at 17:16 assisted by Ava Workman. And Maya Eglantine again at 6:26 assisted by Riley Lorenzo. That's going to do it. The Panthers move to 11-2-1 on the season. And for Taunton, they stay winless at 0-11-3. Franklin has 4 games to go. They're trying to build on the 5th highest ranking in Division I girls high school soccer in the state of Massachusetts. I'd like to thank our camera operator tonight, Melissa Marchese, and our producer today, Meredith Robertson. This is Pete Roy saying thanks for watching here on Franklin TV and streaming worldwide on the internet. The final score for the final time, Franklin 6, Taunton nothing. Till next time, so long, neighbors.